Frank Hyde has risen.
Yeah. It's too windy up there. They're gonna only going with the one mic. They said all you're using wind.
Yeah, wind. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, as long as it just comes through you, that's fine. Don't need to give anything else. It's high enough, it's long enough, it's straight between the posts.
That's it.
I had to look up his saying, but in saying that, I don't think there'll be too many goals. I was standing here in the last game, and it was fair income going straight over the back dot, and then at about the 3 metre, it just went.
So if they're not scoring under the sticks.
No, that's right. They're not
kicking it.
No. How were the coaches? Were they all right with this game?
Yes. Yeah, I ended up getting them both yesterday. I didn't speak to Ali for long because I was at work.
Okay.
But Masani was good.
Yes.
See, Thursday and Friday, a lot of them are involved with other teams. So they can't, like they said, I'm training until 8:30.
Yeah, okay.
That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough.
But no, they were both good.
Yeah.
Both got back to me.
Yep. Very good. We're waiting to find out with our grand finals. We might be able to get Combank on Sunday. So if that is the case, if you can pencil in that Sunday as well, so that'll be that Sunday the 8th.
Yep.
So we'll try and commentate as many games as we can. You might do 2 or 3 that day.
Yep.
We'll just alternate yourself and Lewis throughout the course of the day. So and because we don't know where the girls will be hosted. This is a metro comp, for example.
Yeah.
So whoever finishes top of comp gets to host. Yeah. So we'll know in a few weeks what's going on there. But we do have, as you know, the 14s, 16s have a Central West comp. So it'll be us or Canterbury. So we'll sort that out.
If it was at Canterbury, where's it most likely there?
Well, they were at Belmore last year, but he said because the dogs are going so good this year, they'll be precious with the ground and everything. Because they were shit last year, they didn't care. Yep. So it'll be interesting. So if it's not there, it'll most likely be Hammondville.
Yep.
So it's an oval like this, but it's a good ground. There's a grandstand there, but no one tends to sit in it because it's like back there. Lewis did actually commentate from it last year.
Yep.
So you're a long way from the action, but anyway. But hopefully it will be Belmore if it's there. And if it's not at Combank, it'll probably be Ringrose or Cabra. It's one of the two. Cabra got trashed.
Cabra's, has it?
It did get trashed about 3 weeks ago. So they're just letting it rest. They've hired another ground. That's where I've come from this morning at Parramatta.
Yep.
So New Era should be in really good nick for finals.
So the 18s is all of Sydney. It's a metro.
It's a metro comp. Yep. So 18s is metro. 16 gold. 16 gold and 14 gold are probably metro as well. It's just the silvers that are Central West comps.
You got enough lead?
Yeah, plenty.
5 minutes anyway.
Yep.
You may do whatever you like.
Have a good one.
The whole screen's there anyway.
Yep.
You may even be on.
Centre, Jared McFarland. Yeah. So McFarland, but McFarland.
Yep.
Jacob Dean.
Yep.
And Matt Picone. R-P-P-I-C-O-N-E.
Picone.
Picone, yep.
Okay. Sweet, thanks, mate.
Ladies and gentlemen, 5 minutes to kick off. Both teams for preparation, please.
Hello and welcome along to Mount Pritchard Community Sports Ground for today's round 11 match between Mounties and Cabramatta in the Under-18s 2024 Metro. Today's game brought to you by Listed RE, elite agents with over 25 years of experience. Now, we've got a howling breeze blowing straight across the field, blowing straight at the camera. So it's going to make goal kicking very difficult. And normally we'd perch up next to the camera for the call. But due to the strong breeze, I've decided to call from the ground today. And this one's about to get underway. First versus fourth on the ladder. Mounties sit first. We are in round 11, but there haven't been a lot of games played due to the weather. Plenty of people would understand. So there's been a number of washouts. These two sides played earlier in the year and played out a draw, so should be a good game. And a lot of these girls know one another pretty well, having played Tasha Gale and also Lisa Fiola against one another. So it looks like Ari was coming over to kick the ball off. Our referee today is Jared McFarland, and our sideline touch judges Jacob Dean and Matt Bacone. So it looks as though Ari's just about to sign on, and she's going to get us underway. But there was a junior boys game here previously, and even shots from in front for conversion were blowing away from the post. The wind is absolutely howling across the field, so not too much of an advantage for either side with the wind coming straight at the camera. So Ari gets us underway, and straight away it is the Mountie side, top of the table team, going on the attack. And a big strong run from Brodie Pleasance getting up towards halfway. Of course, here at Mount Pritchard, they've got the cricket pitch to overcome. And a big strong shot by Cabramatta. That was Taylor Falanico, and ensuring that there wasn't too much ground on that run as Aloi'i takes the ball over halfway. They get the ball down to the back line, and Ballas is met just over halfway. So we're on to last tackle. I'll come back to the right. Runs at the line, gets the ball through, does Nikita Air, and now Cabramatta are going to have to work this one out. Picked up and fielded by Navara Mataplui. So from dummy half, good scamper. Makes 7 or 8 metres before being tackled. And she's been injured, unfortunately. And Jared McFarland just has called a halt to the game. Let's just hope there's nothing too seriously wrong and maybe just winded. She does seem to be in a lot of pain on the ground. So 0-0 here at Mount Pritchard Community Sports Ground. Mounties at home playing Cabramatta in the 2024 Metro Combined Under-18 Girls. Don't forget coverage of the Under-16 Division 1 match of the round with Lewis Shepherd at 5 p.m. today for the boys. St John's Eagles taking on the Hills Bulls. And that comes from Jim Begnell Oval. So, looks as though everything's okay. Trainer out. And she's going to get to her feet and play the ball, which is great news. We see the referee about to wave time back on. And Keisha Marsh in at dummy half. She's going to come to the left. And good strong run by Tiapau. She's picked up and dumped on her back. And another good run, this time by Bree Sainer. And there's a penalty. The referee's telling Mountie girls to get back on side. You wouldn't think there'd be too much kicking from the middle of the field. Zamet Kaipo with the tap. And straight away, she's looking for Maddie Williams. And Maddie Williams heads up towards halfway before she's tackled. Ball goes to the right. Marsh hands it off, and the ball's been spilt. So the Mounties get a chance to go back onto the attack. A good attacking position. Just into the attacking side of halfway. Good strong tackle on Brodie Pleasance as they come towards the right. And this time the ball goes out to Aloi'i, and Jessamine is tackled only 20 metres out. They'll go back to the left. A couple of passes off the ruck. They've got numbers here if they can get the ball wide. Cabramatta are unable to snuff that one out. Into dummy half goes Shearer. And it finds Pleasance. Big, strong tackle. Good contact. They go back to the left. Ball's put through. It was Bridget Shearer putting the ball on the toe, and it's been well fielded. And now it's up to Cabramatta to try and get this ball out from their danger zone. Good strong defence too from Mounties, close to the line. They've really muscled up, trying to hold Cabramatta in their own end. And with kicking basically becoming null and void today, unless you're on the far side of the field, it's going to be up to the players to really work hard when they get caught down their end of the field. So the ball's going to go out to the right. And again, rolling up towards halfway. Come back to the left. And the ball is put up in the air. That's not a bad kick under the circumstances. Ballas just drops the ball backwards. Referee says play on. Angelina Ballas has run into the defence, and she's finally met and brought down. She gets back towards centre field. Referee not happy with the tackle. Just lifting in that tackle. So Ballas has got a penalty for a team. And we're now going to see the Mounties try and work this ball out from their own 30-metre line. And Ballas runs into the defence before she's finally met. Good strong tackle for Feeder in there, ensuring they don't get too far. Good strong run from Tolly. Tolly's up over halfway. Tackled right on that cricket pitch, which wouldn't be nice. From dummy half goes Aloi'i, and Aloi'i gets up over the 40. Crowd begging for a penalty, telling them, the referee, that the Cabramatta girls are up inside the 10. As again, Tolly takes a run. And just all one-out runs here as Shearer goes from dummy half. And they're inside the 20 on last tackle. Ball comes back to the left. 5/8. Drops it on the toe. She's charging through. Will she get there first? She just does. That's a great try by Nikita E. Did she get there? No. Ball has gone dead. So now we're going to see Cabramatta work it out. Nikita only centimetres in it. She dived on the ball. But unfortunately for the Mountie supporters, ball had just gone dead. But good play there from Nikita, looking for a kick on fifth tackle, as Cabramatta have made a mistake. And the referee's going to call that one back and give Mounties a chance to set here. But Aloi'i has been in everything early, so has Tolly. So you can probably hear that wind in the microphone. Very, very strong wind conditions. So they're setting up here with E to the right of the scrum, or Ballas on her outside, and Shearer's going to lock the scrum. So get the feeling that she's going to be involved here somewhere. Lasalo feeding the scrum. Ball goes to Shearer, out to And she's looking to find her centre, Aloali'i. She's tackled inside the 20. Shearer into dummy half. This time she's looking for one of her big strong forwards to run onto it. And that's Donna Venicum. And she's tackled. They go to the left again. Shearer gives it to Lasalo. Out to Pleasance. And she's tackled. Making a good effort here, Cabramatta, holding the girls out. Going herself is the 5'8". And she's put the ball down. She was getting very close to the line, Nikita. And Nikita, she was on the attack and just thrown around in a tackle. And as a result, the ball came out. So Cabramatta's been able to survive that. And coach would be very happy. Coach Ali Marsh. It's been a tough season for the girls with so much start-stop. They get a few games, then they miss a game because of a washout, forfeits. So it hasn't been an easy season. As we see Pico feed the scrum. And they're looking to head back towards the centre of the field, Cabramatta, and they're going to work their way out. Just tackled inside the 20. A lot of dummy half running today. This time Brisena is pushed back and wrestled towards her own goal line. She's been able to hang on to that one. Ballas in there to help her forwards make a very important tackle. So into dummy half will go Zamet Kaipo. Ari comes to the left. Finds a big, strong running forward, and she's away. She's only got one line of defence to beat, but Cabramatta are able to get there and make the tackle. That was Falanico. I'll go back towards the right, towards the centre of the field. And we're getting towards the end of the count. This is last tackle. They'll come back towards the left. The ball goes to Pico. Up goes the ball. Hasn't been well judged by the winger. This is all Cabramatta. They've only got to pick it up, and she's knocked it on. Unfortunately, Chloe Beasley, line open. No one to beat. Had to just pick the ball up and was a try. And unfortunately, she's put it down. And Cabramatta let a golden chance go begging. That was a good kick from Pico. Gave her chasers a lot of opportunity to get through and put pressure on the Mounties. The error came. And big, strong defence straight away. As we see Pico and also Falanico involved. As Mounties, they head back towards the centre. And the Cabramatta girls, they're definitely moving as a pack today. Referee calling for the players to release as they head back towards the left. They're going to go to the far stretches of the field, but there's not a lot of room out there. And now Cabramatta have got the ball back. So what can they do this time? They get a chance to camp up inside the opposition 40. And this time it's Tialpa. And Tialpa is met inside the 20. They come back towards the left. That's Kaipo in at dummy half. Feeding her forwards. She finds Tongia. Tongia tackled inside the 10 this time. Kaipo. This time gets it to her other prop forward in Sengi. And Sengi is tackled. Good strong defence by the Mounties. They come to the left once more. Now, one pass off the ruck. She's got support on her outside. They'll head wide. They'll do very well to hold her up. Will she get the ball down? She has. And Cabramatta have been rewarded after some great field position. Looks like it's Bree Sainer out there on the far side of the field. And Bree might have winded herself in the act of scoring because she's still down on the ground. But Cabramatta finally rewarded after a lot of possession and a lot of good field position. And they finally come up with a try. That try brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting and payroll needs. So a try for Bree Sainer. The wind just has died down in the last 90 seconds. but you would think that that's only just a very short lull, because this is going to be a very tough kick. And this is Ari Zamet Kaipo, taking the ball back a really long way. The breeze will push the ball towards the post, so Ari's going to have to start this well to the right of the post and let it drift back on the wind. But 4-0 here in favour of Cabramatta. Mounties top of the table. Cabramatta sitting fourth with a game in hand in the Metro combined under-18 girls. And the wind, as Ari lines this one up, just starts absolutely coming in again. Let's see how she hits it. Zamet Kaipo. She's about to move in. Hits it with the right foot. She's given it plenty of air. The wind will get in underneath it, but she has failed to add the extras. And I would think that unless you're scoring under the sticks, it's a very, very tough kick. And it's Cabramatta 4 leading Mounties 0 in our match of the round. And that's brought to you by RE, Elite Agents with over 25 years of experience. So now it's up to Mounties to roll the sleeves up and get back into this game. They've given Cabramatta plenty of ball, a couple of bad errors. Tried to go the wide pass from deep in their own end and came up with the error. And then Cabramatta just worked Mounties over. They came to the left, a couple of big forwards. They then sent the ball to the right, and Bree Sainer out on the right edge. Too strong for the defence, and she opened up the scoring. Ball's coming in, so we should see us back underway pretty soon. And most of the kickers all day would kick with this breeze that's coming across the field. And, well, that's come off the hands of Murray Dickinson. And so straight away, Mounties, perfect opportunity they were looking for. Nikita, she's got the ball. She's just trying to find out what Bridget Shearer's got set. So Shearer's going to be in at dummy half. And Shearer, one pass off the ruck. Finds Tarlo. And Phoebe still going. Phoebe still rolling up over them. Finally, Cabramatta make the tackle. She's only metres out. Shearer again, this time dummy, back on the inside, this time for Pleasance. Gets the ball away. Nikita still going. That's a high tackle up over the shoulder, and the referee spotted it, thinks the same. So Jared McFarlane calling a penalty. And Nikita Air. She goes back to the left. And a good strong run by Tabui. And now back, they head back towards the left, and Pleasance gets the ball off. She's still going, she'll get there. Good strong run, she's been in everything all day. And Brodie Pleasance, good strong pushover try. And she's rewarded with a good 4-pointer. I know the coach, Masani, when I had a chat to him only a couple of days ago, he was expecting a strong performance from Brodie. And Aloha Li'i was the other player that he did mention by name. Keep an eye on both of those girls. Expecting big things. And a good strong try, just back on the angle. Little bit of footwork and too strong. So try to Pleasance, Brodie, and we're going to see Phoebe Tarlo take a shot. Now, this kick is nearly impossible. Into the teeth of the breeze. And she'll do well to get this to the posts. That try brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting and payroll needs. She's got it up. Just missed. Wynn just got it late, brought it back, but she got the ball up nice and high. So, 4-all in favour. Oh, it's 4-all. No one's in front. Good game. So, we're here at Mount Pritchard Community Sports Ground, a Mounties home game. And after Cabramatta dominated possession and opened up the scoring through Saina from the kick-off, good kick by Tarlo, put the Cabramatta side under a bit of pressure. Maru Dickinson unable to reel it in, and from that, high shot, and Mounties level the scores. So, we'll see Ari get us underway. Ball, what's going to stay on the tee. You can just see the jerseys billowing in the breeze. It is a very, very strong breeze straight across the field, so no advantage. And it's off the tee. So, definitely gaps on this sideline closest to us. If Ari can get the ball up in the air and let the ball float across with the breeze, and that's exactly what she's trying to do, and over the sideline. So, good kick. Tabuai tried to get in there to get the ball back, but you can just see the strength of this breeze, and Maru Dickinson is going to play the ball. Zamet Kaipo in at dummy half. Oh, you'd have to think they're going to head to the right. And this is Sengi. And she's up over the 20 metres as Zamet Kaipo in at dummy half. Heads to the right. And running off the shoulder is Otakalo. And again, they're going to try and bust over. So they get the ball very close to the line. Good strong defence by Mounties. Zamet Kaipo in at dummy half, trying to get the ball wide. She's lost a footing, and that's going to give the Mounties a chance to set their defensive line. Kaipo puts the ball through for a grubber. She's there to chase, and referee spotted a knock on as the Mounties tried to pick the ball up, so it's going to be a dropout. And, well, there's a lot of the Mounties girls on the far side of the field. There is no way the ball will go there with the strength of this breeze. And, well, they're going to try and go out there as the ball dribbles along the ground. And again, it's Cabramatta going back onto the attack. And tackle just 10 metres out. Zamet Kaipo into dummy half. And they've got the ball out to Shearer. And, well, that's Marsh, in fact. And Marsh has got a runner on her outside who's put the ball down. So, crisis averted for Mounties. That was an unfortunate mistake because the girls were just starting to set up shop. And now we're going to see what Mounties can come up with. Work this ball out from their own end. So, Waifunga, the lock, told to get in and pack the scrum. And straight away they come out to Nikita. And she's off one foot and then the other. But finally tackled, just short of the 20. They'll come to the short side again. And that's a good scamper. Gets up towards the 30 before finally tackled. Good strong run by Bridget Shearer. So they head back towards the middle. And Aloha Li'i that time. This time Pleasance, the try scorer, rumbles up towards halfway. Good strong tackle as Pleasance plays the ball. Shearer from dummy half gives it out to Lasalo. Lasalo's put the ball down cold, so get a chance to catch their breath, the Cabramatta side. And that was Mia Sengi with it as the ball goes out to Otakalo. And Otakalo Messian that play the ball, but the referees let them get away with it. Another strong hit up right on top of the cricket pitch is not ideal. And again, they'll play it and come back towards the left. And running through the middle is Falaniko. And Falaniko got the ball away to Kaipo. And Zamet Kaipo is finally tackled, monstered in the end by 3 defenders. Still trying to get up and play the ball is Ari. Begging for a penalty, can't get one. Marker has made a very strong tackle. Lasalo, the referee didn't like it. He went square. And that means Cabramatta get another chance to take the lead back. They opened the scoring, led 4-0 before Mounties levelled up. And now we're going to see Cabramatta get another chance. And taking this tap is Tiapa. And Tiapa off the left foot into the teeth of the defence. Still going. Well inside the 20. And pointing to the right but coming left from dummy half is Veifunga. And she's only just short from dummy half. There's a spot in the defensive line. Can they find it? She gets the ball out to the halfback, swings it out wide to Singy, and she's put it down. Well, Cabramatta, they'd be kicking themselves. Couple of tries that have been completely bombed. Chloe Beasley earlier. And, well, Singy only had to hold that. She had support on her outside. Mounties were in all sorts of bother defensively. And it's still 4-all. Masani Lamusu, the coach, he'd be tickled pink, you'd have to think, of Mounties. It's 4-all, and Mounties have done a lot of defensive work as Loza Lasalo is being asked to leave the field. So it's half time. So half time here at Mount Pritchard Community Sports Ground. It's 4 points all. And today's female match of the round is brought to you by Listed RE, elite agents with over 25 years of experience. They are Sydney's #1 real estate agency. 4 points all. First try to Cabramatta through Brisena on the far side of the field. And Brodie Pleasant's big, strong, raging front rower over the top of the Cabramatta defence in response. So these two sides played out a draw earlier in the year, and it's half time here at Mount Pritchard. It's 4 points all. Well, we're just about ready for the second half here at Mount Pritchard, and big thank you to our game day sponsor, Listed RE, elite agents with over 25 years of experience. They are Sydney's #1 real estate agency, and it's 4 all here between top of the table Mounties and Cabramatta, currently sitting 4th in the Metro combined under 18 girls. First time this season we've got out for the under 18s. Been doing a lot of the 14s and a couple of 16s games. I believe we've got, I think we've got another under 18s games game next week. And as I mentioned, a lot of these girls play in the Lisa Fiola for the different clubs. Cabramatta's got some Manly players and South players, and the Mounties team, a couple of Eels, Tasha Gale players, and North City Bears Tasha Gale players as well. So a lot of the girls going around in today's match have played higher honours this season, and we wish them all the best of luck with their careers. Of course, with the NRLW just round the corner from beginning, as the ball gets kicked into play, and again, great kick from Phoebe Sarlo. Phoebe Tarlo gets Mounties straight onto the attack, and that's going to be a ploy from the kickoff. We've seen it now for 3 times. The girls have been able to find touch from the kick, and the opposition has really just got to say, right, we're just going to block that side of the field because of this strong breeze, which is making it very, very tough. So, Lasalo will feed the scrum. Lasalo's got Nikita on her right, and Ballas, she looks like she's about to get the ball. No, Nikita stepping off one foot and then the other before she's finally tackled. Big strong tackle inside the 20 though. Nikita, can she get up and play the ball? She's had her, well, looks to be grabbing a leg for cramp, but she did seem to get a leg buckled up underneath her when she was hit. So, big strong tackle by Ortacalo, and Nikita will play the ball. I'll come back towards the left, and at this time it's Alamar, and Alamar with a nice settling hit up. They come back towards Lasalo, and Lasalo's got a big running forward on her outside into dummy half. They spread the ball to the left, but a good strong tackle as Kalia White is met and tackle meters out. We're last tackle. They'll go in from dummy half. They go to the right to Nikita. She puts the ball in underneath the sticks, chasing through plenty of players, but Cabramatta's there. They're able to throw a pass inside their own in goal, and it looks as though they'll get out. That's Ariana Zamet-Kaipo getting the ball outside the goal line. So now it's up to the forwards to roll their sleeves up and really help the Cabramatta side out of danger here, because the Mounties side has condensed their defensive line, their line, to try and muscle up. As see a big strong run, which is, there was a bit of a bump, and that's Diane Palu for Mounties, who looks to have come off second best. So, see if we can, yeah, they've decided to call the trainer on and check. So, let's see, as it doesn't look good. Diane Palu is the player that's down on the ground. And just having a look at the app, try and find out who's the 12 for Cabramatta. She's not on the team sheet that I've been given, and she's not in the app either. So, not too sure who she is. But Diane Palu is the player that's on the ground. And they have not moved her. Today's female match of the round brought to you by Listed RE, elite agents with over 25 years of experience. They've been able to get Diane up onto, looked like they were going to lift her onto her feet. Yep, they will. And they've already suffered some pretty nasty injuries this year, Mounties. They've lost a player to a broken ankle. They've lost a player to a shoulder dislocation. And that looks like it's a pretty serious leg injury as well. Let's hope all is okay with her knee as the wind gets a little bit stronger again. So our thoughts are with Palu. She leaves the field. And now we'll see Cabramatta get us underway. And looks like Maddie Williams is first off the ruck. She's about to take a hit up. Referee just making sure that we've got our players back on the field. And it goes to Williams. And she bumps off one. But there are another 3 defenders there to take her down. She's tackled inside the 20. Williams will get to her feet. Ari pointing to the right, but going to the left. And this time it's Vaifunga and makes a good 10 metres before she is finally brought to ground. Another run from dummy half. Thought we might see more of that in the second half. That's when Cabramatta seemed to get on a roll early in the first stanza. Ball heads out to Singy, Mia Singy, and she's able to slip a ball away. Kaipo picks that ball up before she is asked to play it. They come back towards the cricket pitch, and up over halfway, still going, is Chloe Beasley, and Beasley still going. She's brought down less than 40 metres out, but she has been interfered with in the play the ball, so penalty from Jared McFarlane for Cabramatta. Another chance to go back onto the attack, this time through Zamet Kaipo. And she finds Autakalo, and the big rangy Autakalo heads up past the 30. Zamet Kaipo takes a dart from dummy half. She gets up inside the 20 before she's finally tackled. Into dummy half goes Tialpa. And Marsh. Marsh looking for support back on the inside, throws a speculator. And it's cleaned up. They'll be able to set themselves again. So they head to the left. And off the left foot is Tongia. From dummy half goes Zamet Kaipo. Did she get there? Referee says yes, she did. And Ari Zamet Kaipo, who has been in absolutely everything Cabramatta have done, she's able to re-establish a lead for Cabramatta. That try brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting and payroll needs. But from dummy half, Ariana Zamet Kaipo caught them short, and you can just see when Cabramatta get a roll on, get a penalty, get a mistake from the Mounties inside their own end, that's when we're seeing the Cabramatta side get a bit of a roll on, and it's now 8 points to 4 in favour of Cabramatta. And Zamet Kaipo will try and add the extras. And as I mentioned before, this is a pretty tough kick because basically into the teeth of the breeze. A little bit easier than Phoebe Tarlow's kick in the first half. A little bit closer in. Ari hasn't taken this one back as far. She's inside the 20. but it will definitely head to the right late as it starts to lose a little bit of puff in this strong breeze. So, Cabramatta, in what some would suggest is a bit of an upset, got the lead, 8-4. She moves in, puts plenty of oomph in behind it, and she's added the extras. That's a huge kick under the circumstances. So Ari Zamet Kaipo converts her own try. It's now 10-4 in favour of Cabramatta here at Mount Pritchard. And what can Mounties come up with? We've seen a lot of success from the kickoff today. They've been able to find touch. And again, Phoebe Tarlow has been doing the kicking. Looks like we've got a new kicker. And let's see what they can come up with this time. But Cabramatta, for mine, they look the better side in the first quarter of the game. And they've come out after half-time with plenty of zest. So, from the kickoff, not as close to the sideline this time. And Cabramatta get a chance to go onto the attack again. This is Tongia. Tongia gets back towards the 30 before she's finally brought to ground. This is Williams. Williams is tackled by Ballas, who got up and made good contact. Takes 3 girls to bring Maddie down as they head back towards the centre of the field. And back on the inside is Otakalo. And Otakalo is tackled. And Maddie takes another hit up. And Maddie's up over the 40 as they start to chew through a few. They're well offside here on the short side. They go back towards the centre. Referee called 2 of the Mountie players back, but didn't give the penalty. Last tackle, right on halfway. As the ball goes back to Pico, who puts the ball over the top and been able to regain. Now the referee has called the players inside the 10. So Chloe Beasley was all over that one. And referee said nope. And I'm just seeing Brodie Pleasance talking with the referee. But now it's up to Mounties. Can they get back in this game? They trail 10-4, and it's been all Cabramatta since half-time after the scores were locked 4-all half-time. So they find Pleasance. She's been one of the big stars for Mounties today. They'll come back towards the blind side, and slicing through them is 14, which is Kalia White. Back to Pleasance. And she's still rumbling. Gets a ball away. They come back to the short side. And going through the middle, that's Emily Butler. And Butler trying to ignite some energy into this Mounties team as Ballas picks the ball up from dummy half. Tried to squeeze through 2. She can't. It's last tackle. What have the Mounties got? On the short side is Lasalo. But they'll go back to the centre. And the ball is put up in the air by Bridget Shearer. And they put the ball down, but, yep, offside. So, ball was knocked on by the Mounties. And the players picked the ball up in an offside position. So, Cabramatta, with a strong breeze, won't take the kick. They'll just take the tap. And so now from inside their 20, they're going to try and get the ball out of their own end, and that's a good way to start as the big forwards will get involved here and try and get plenty of work done. This is one of the outside backs, Maru Dickinson, and referee has told Mounties, you're inside the 10. And well, when they were in their last set, they were all inside the 10. The referee called them back on a couple of occasions as Zamet Kaipo go back and take the tap from the spot. That's Chloe Butler, in fact, and Butler takes the tap. Oh, sorry, Beasley, Chloe Beasley. And Chloe just off the side of the cricket pitch. as the ball comes back into the middle as Autocarlo, big rangy second rower, up over halfway, tackled. The dummy half goes Emmett Kaipo, and she bumps off too. Good run, still going, trying to get the pass away, but she's finally tackled. In there to lend a hand, Emily Butler and also Brodie Pleasance. They'll come short side again. Referee said no. Knock on in the play the ball. Zamet Kaipo pleading with the ref, saying there was interference, and referee having none of that. So it's now Mounties with a chance to set something up. And we're going to see Loza Lasalo feed the scrum. So from dummy half, or from the base of the scrum, Butler was able to throw the ball out, but the ball's been picked up by Beasley. She's away, she's got one to beat, she's still outlegging her opposition, and Beasley's brought down in a tackle, but she's got up and gone again. Referee said no, go back and play where you were tackled. Wow. Maybe the wind was the reason that she couldn't hear the referee, as Maru Dickinson is brought down just metres short of the line. That was smart thinking by Beasley, as the ball goes out to Sengi. And Mia Sengi is still trying to wrestle half of the forward pack for the Mounties team. She's finally tackled. The ball's going to go to Autocarlo, who's going to try and push over. She's thrown the ball away, and that's a knock-on. So Alana Autocarlo was on the attack. They tried to send it back through, and it's going to be Cabramatta feed. So they've obviously ruled that the ball was played at, and the knock-on comes from Mounties. So what have they got this time, Cabramatta? You'd think a try here would just about wrap the game up. Picor is calling something. They go from the short side, and that's Ari. Well, Keisha Marsh was expecting the ball on the right-hand side. They went short side. And they've still got the ball, but it's been very messy as Picor gets up and plays it. Dummy half, they find Falaniko. Falaniko still going. She's just short. Zamet Kaipo, dummy half. Finds Autocarlo, out to Marsh. Marsh has coughed it up. And that was a golden opportunity that Cabramatta might think about if Mounties can get back into this game. As we see from dummy half, Liana Raza head out of danger. And they're just taking hit up after hit up from dummy half just to try and give themselves some breathing space. Mounties, they've done a lot of defensive work in this second half, and that would be starting to take its toll as they come back towards the centre. And Keisha Marsh involved in that tackle. So too Anahira Picor, as Blessing Donovenicum gets involved and gets the ball up towards halfway. They come to the short side. Not much room here, but off the left foot is Kalia White. And the ball will be played on last tackle. And the ball goes to White. Puts the ball up. And that one's diffused pretty comfortably. And back onto the attack goes Tialpa. And Tialpa gets the ball 28 metres out before she finally succumbs in the tackle. They'll go short side. And this time it's Fartau. And Fartau trying to get to her feet. Ari is screaming for some support. She gets into dummy half now. So what can she come up with? She heads out to the halfback Picor, who gets one of the forwards running back on the inside. And Falanico is up over the 40 before she finally is brought to the turf. But again, it's Ari. She's in everything. She's had a great game, Zamet Kaipo. She's scored. She's kicked the goal, which is like a try in these conditions. As the ball goes out to Pico, off the left foot. And she's met. And it's a turnover. Oh, Anahira. Pico brought to ground on last. So now the ball goes back to Mounties, who have to come up with something. And they're deep in their own half, in fact 20 metres out. So they're going to go out wide to Angelina Ballas. And she's up towards the 30. As another strong tackle by Sengi. Also given a hand by Otakalo, who's had a great game as well. They come towards the left. And that's up around the shoulders, but the referee's going to let that one go. That was a good strong run by Tarlo. They go back through the centre. There's an offload. The ball goes out to the halfback, Lasalo. Lasalo's inside the 40 before she finally gets tackled. She gets up to the feet slowly. She's made an error in the play the ball. That's costly. She'd had the wind taken out of her in the tackle, and she tried to get to her feet, but Lasalo just couldn't step over the ball, kicked it forward, and that could be quite a worry for Mounties, top of the table team. As I've mentioned already in the call, they have played once this year, and it was a draw, and it was 4-4 at half time, but currently Cabramatta 10, lead Mounties 4 as they go to the open side. Pico finds one of her runners on the outside and tackled just on that cricket pitch, or just on the side anyway. Otakalo now palms one away and is able to make another couple of metres on contact. They come the short side. Ari finds Tongia, and Tongia is tackled. Again, Ari down the short side. She's got support. She goes herself. She beats one. She's finally tackled. And they've still got a couple of tackles up their sleeve. So from dummy half goes Saina. She's a try scorer. And it's last tackle. What have the girls got with? What can they come up with on this occasion? They go to Keisha Marsh, who's just put the ball down cold. And Marsh trying to argue that she got a foot to it before it hit the ground. Referee saying no, I didn't see it that way. And, well, time's starting to go against Mounties. They really need to come up with something. They're going to need some individual brilliance here. They're going to have to get a big run from Pleasance, who's able to get the ball away, or maybe even Tarlo. They've got to get their big name players involved now. Pleasance is one pass off the ruck, but from dummy half, they get a good ball away. And Lasalo's down the blind side, gives the ball out to Tolly, and Tolly's inside the 40 before she's tackled. This is probably one of their best opportunities. From dummy half goes Shearer. Shearer finds Nikita, and Nikita finally tackled inside the 30. What have they got? They've still got two tackles up their sleeve. Shearer from dummy half. She's got Pleasance on her outside. She decides to go herself. She's running back towards the left. She's finally tackled. She's brought down inside the 10. They'll go this side to the left. They've got plenty of people, plenty of players. They don't need it. Nikita E over the try line, and she scores, but in a really tough spot. So they answer. The Mounties, well, that try is brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting and payroll needs. They had numbers to the left. Nikita was able to dive over, and she's been likely all game. mentioned they just needed to get some of their big name players involved, and Nikita took it upon herself to have a go, and she's been able to score. She's obviously very light-footed, and what can Phoebe Tarlow do? This is an extremely tough kick. I don't think she'll take too long with it. I'll try and get the ball back and have another go. Well, that's not good timing by the runner for Cabramatta, running out in front of the kicker, but anyway. And the ball gets towards the post and over. That is a great kick. Off the boot, I thought no chance. And then it just curled to the right and snuck over the post. So, Phoebe Tarlow with a very, very tough kick. And there'd be a number of kickers in the NRLW who'd have trouble with that one. But Phoebe Tarlow's knocked it over. And look, it's the wind. It is so strong. And that was straight into the wind. Did a good job to give it a chance to ride back on the wind. So, referee's going to call time off. 10-all here. Well, could it happen again? We had a draw earlier in the season between these two. It was 4-all at half time. There's not much between these two teams, quite clearly. And Zamet Kaipo will get us underway. Well, she's going to go towards the wind and hope it holds up to give her chasers a chance to come through. All the other kicks have come this side and they've had a lot of success. So Ari gets us underway, but that'll blow back and it's heading towards the sideline. Touch judges there, but they've been able to fall on the ball, and now it's Mounties running the ball back. As all of a sudden, Mounties are starting to look to be on top as they head towards their own 40. And that is tackle number 2. Well, they're in 6s and 7s, the Cabramatta defence. They go out wide, and a big, strong tackle on Liana Raza, who is brought down just metres from the sideline. They head over to Brodie Pleasance, and they were ready for that. She's able to get the ball away, and Ballas, tough call. Thought Ballas missed it, and the referee has said no, there was a knock on. Well, I thought from where I'm standing and right in front of me that Brodie Pleasance got the ball away and Ballas missed it, but the referee says no. And now Cabramatta are going to get a late chance. So Keisha Marsh with the ball. She's going to feed the scrum. And Ari from the base of the scrum out to Pycourt. And they go wider. They find Beasley. Beasley off the left foot is brought down. Christina Fafita out that side as well. So they come back towards the centre. And this time Ava Fayunga is in there trying to get her side onto the front foot. They play the ball. And this time it's a Falaniko. Falaniko legged and finally brought down. Well, in there, Brodie Pleasance making sure there's no fast play the ball. They come on last tackle. They're going to take a shot at field goal in very tough conditions. And no. So the field goal has missed. A late shot by Anahira Pikeout and no goal. So 10-all here at Mount Pritchard Community Sports Ground between Mounties and Cabramatta. So their second draw of the year in the Metro combined under 18 girls. For Mounties, tries to Nikita Eyre and Brodie Pleasance. Phoebe Tarlow with, well, in the circumstances, was a very tough kick, 1 from 2. And for Cabramatta, their 10 points tries to Bree Sainer and also Ariana Zamet Kaipo. Kaipo 1 from 2 with the boot. And her kick too was quite a good one for the conversion. So it's been played in very good conditions and spirits here at Mount Pritchard. Of course, today's female match of the round brought to you by Listed RE, the lead agents with over 25 years of experience, Sydney's #1 real estate agency. And don't forget coverage of the under-16 Div 1 match of the round with Lewis Shepherd, 5 o'clock today. St John's Eagles taking on the Hills Bulls at Jim Begnell Oval. But that does wrap up coverage of the match of the round for the girls, and we'll be back again next Saturday to bring you all the action from 2 o'clock.